Hi, this is Ajizul Maksud. Today I am here with very exciting project. This project is on the top of the market right now. Three-tier application deployment with EKS, CloudFormation, Prometheus and Grafana. This one project can hit you to the top of the recruitment. So this project will be some bigger. So I'm making this some parts. Today's first part. Let's see the project roadmap first. Roadmap is like that. I'll create an EC2 server, actually Bastion that one. Then install configure AWS CLI in the EC2 server. Then install eksctl and Kubectl. Then create a cluster using eksctl. Install Helm. Install MySQL using Helm and mount EBS volume. And then configure the MySQL database. So you can get the three-tier flavor here with MySQL, the real time. And then build a two-tier application with database. It will be three-tier actually. So it should be three-tier. I did not correct it. Three-tier application because front-end, backend, and database. So then I'll push that Docker image into the Dockerhub. So you will get the real-time scenario with Dockerhub, Docker image. Then I will build three-tier application actually. Three-tier application version 2 with database front-end. Then see, first I will configure MySQL, the database, then backend, then front-end. This is the industry practice. Then I'll push the Docker image to the Dockerhub. Then I'll create a deployment and a service for the backend in the Kubernetes cluster. Then I'll create a deployment and service for the front end. First backend, then front end, the cluster. Then view the application running. So after running session, I'll incorporate Prometheus and Grafana in the stack for logging and monitoring. Today this is the first part 1, how to install eksctl, Kubectl, and Helm chart. Also, I will install Kubectl also. You can see here. First of all, I'll create a Bastion server, then create EC2 named Bastion, Ubuntu AMI security group named EKS, allow all traffic. Then I will connect with Kubectl, industry using mostly the Kubectl right now. I'll update and upgrade fully. Then please remember, before getting the AWS CLI, you must have to install unzip because AWS CLI is zipped. I will take this from here. So I will curl this command for AWS CLI. Then I will create the IAM user. Then AWS configure, AWS S3LS just to see. Then eksctl. So let's go. The real project. If you missed my earlier one, because this is going on Kubernetes series, full series, you can go here, Kubernetes intro to the pro. So it's started from here, part 1, part 2, part 2.2. Today will be part 3. And I will suggest to see also from the Docker also. So you can learn the Docker with Nginx, orchestrate Docker Swarm here. And for the AWS DevOps engineering, actually this is the last goal for me as a whole, the package I'm creating here, absolutely free, whatever I'm doing in my project. So you can start from here. Three-tier deployment with VPC, Nginx, load balancer, auto scaling from here, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this guys. So it's a part of AWS DevOps engineering course, totally free. Okay, then also my GitHub is here. You can see my lots of here the repositories. And today I'm using AWS for the AWS CLI, this website here, and for the eksctl I'm using here the commands from here. Okay. So everything I'm giving the link also. For Kubectl, I'm getting from here. For Helm, also I'm using the installing the Helm today. So today's session is very much important. Let's go. First of all, creating an instance. Just name, I'm giving the Bastion. Ubuntu. I like Ubuntu. Industry mostly using the Ubuntu. And I have already the key pair. If you don't have, just get here. And remember, it should be auto assign public IP should be enabled. This is enabled here. And I'm taking my security group, the default one. It has the all traffic. Configuration just 8, everything simple. Just create from here. And it's already created. Go to the instances. Yeah, Bastion is created. Public IP, then mobile extreme. I'm going to mobile extreme. So session, SSH, public IP, then username, Ubuntu. Then if not Ubuntu, you can use here EC2 minus or hyphen user for Linux, AWS Linux or other anything. Then private key, already I have the private key. I have used this one. Yeah, it's done. Making some bigger. First thing first, I'm updating and upgrading fully. So I'm passing these commands here. You can see update, sudo apt update, and sudo apt full update. Still working. Then I have to install unzip. It's taking a bit time, 61%. It should be 100% very quickly. 97, 98, 99. It's almost 100%. Restarting the service. Yeah, it's done. So I'm installing the unzip first because I have to install unzip. Then I have to do the curl command for AWS CLI. I'm making life easy, just making the copy and paste. I did the copy paste from AWS CLI, this one. 1 second, Linux, Ubuntu Linux. So this is for Linux, yeah. AWS CLI curl command, this one, I have taken this one. Okay, it's now done. Let's see ls. Here is two. One is AWS folder, another one is AWS CLI version 2 or v2.zip. So it's now installed here. Now I have to have IAM user, EKS user actually I have to have because I have to do the configure, AWS configure. For that I have to go here. I have to go in the IAM, new tab, users. Already I have one user, but I'm creating one more. EKS, giving the name like EKS IAM user. So I'm attaching the policy directly. I'm giving the administrator access. This is the an interview question. Which access in the direct policy, which access is the highest? Always administrator access. Almost 90% interviewer is asking this because this is a very basic thing. You must have to know that. So this one I have created today. So right now I have to have the security credentials and create access key. I'm creating access key, CLI use case, confirmation, next, create access key. Okay, access key and secret access key both are created. best practice or industry practice is to download the CSV file. I'm not downloading because after this demo I will just delete, so you guys can see my everything. Okay, so also secret one, no worries, I am deleting. Now AWS configure. This is also another interview question. To configure AWS, which things are needed? See, first AWS access key ID, then secret access key. Where is the secret one? Here is the secret access key. Okay, then default region, I'm using here US East 1. You can use anything else. Where are you staying or living? Then default output format, mostly JSON are used, so I'm using JSON here. Now just recheck AWS S3 LS is connected or not. Yes, it's connected because I have this bucket. Let's check I have this bucket or not. Go to S3. 1 second. Services S3. Just to recheck. Yeah, in the bucket section I have this bucket, my bucket US, the name, my bucket US, the name. So this is connected. Now I have to install eksctl first. So eksctl I'm installing. I already taken the nodes, and these guys I have taken from here already. I said you guys, eksctl for Windows, Docker, Mac, Windows, Bash, and I'm using Ubuntu. So from here actually Unix is working, so I have taken the Unix one. Same thing is here. Now let's say ls is still these two guys. I don't need these two guys. rm remove -rf. Why rf? Because here is one AWS folder needs rf to remove, and this is the file. Okay, it's removed. ls, nothing else there. Now I need to see eksctl, EKS control version. Which version is here? Yeah, this is installed well, and 0.181.0. This version is here. That's good for me. Now I have to get kubectl latest release. Latest release I have to get first. So already I have taken this curl command. For kubectl is here. All the commands are here. You can see here. If you go this way, easy everything. Now I have to install kubectl. Already I have taken the commands copied to make the life easier. In sudo install output root, then -g root also, m memory 755, kubectl location is here, user local bin kubectl. So let's see. Yes, kubectl is here, existed. Let's see kubectl version. Kubectl, then version. Yes, it's client version v1 31. So my kubectl also installed here. Now I have to create EKS cluster. So EKS cluster creation, I have to create one EKS cluster dot YAML file. Actually I'm giving the name like that, cluster.yaml. So cluster.yaml, I'm inserting API version kind, the YAML file here. I'm inserting like this, and desert capacity here is 4. Just I'm using 2 here. 2 ECT is good for me. insert. So it should be 2. Okay. So see here, first of all, API version eksctl io, then v1 alpha 5, kind is cluster config. What kinds of a YAML file is showing the kind? This is also interview question. How to realize which YAML file this is? How to recognize? You have to see the kind one. Then I have given the name like June 24 EKS, region US East 1, version 1.27. This is also question. Which EKS version you are using? Latest, I think 1.28 or 29 now, but 1.27 is the stable one. And node group, I'm using the node group 1, and instance type EC2, actually EC2T2.medium. It has 2 virtual CPUs, and desired capacity. This is also interview question. You need 2 virtual CPU or 2 EC2s. So which command should be in the YAML? Desired capacity. This is called capacity. How many? So okay, eksctl is created. ls, yes, get clusters, yes, it's created. Well, then I have to, after creation, remember, for the DevOps guys specifically, after creation anything in the Kubernetes, you have to apply that also. So now I have to create the cluster from cluster.yaml. ls, from cluster.yaml, I have to create the cluster. eksctl, EKS control, create, then cluster. Cluster has lots of nodes, right? It's also interview question. So this is the cluster.yaml I'm using to create the cluster. It will take time. Yes, minimum 15 minutes it will take. I'm keeping the recording right now stopped. Then when coming the cluster, I'm coming back, you guys. Thank you. Yes, after 15 minutes, I'm back now. Here it's showing that is eksctl cluster is created, I think. Let's see the nodes. Not this one. I have to see the kubectl get nodes. Yes, 2 nodes here, both are ready. That's good. And here is the IP for the first node. Last is 215. This one is 68. These 2 are created. Let's see here, it should be created. Yes. Can I remember the name was June 24 EKS? So last is here 68. See here. And private IP it has given 2 because it was desired. And also 215. So it is interesting. 251 and 68, the last, both are showing up here. But for this one, specifically the first one, but it can listen also this one. Both are created now. We can recheck the auto scaling group. Here the auto scaler created. eksctl June 24 EKS node group, version 1, 2 instances because it was desired for 2. To 2 capacity was desired, so this is 2 instances. Min max both are 2 I have given. It has created also the CloudFormation stack. Yeah, see, here is 2 stacks are created. This one EKS node group for the front end, and it EKS cluster, the basic one. Okay, now let's hover something more. It has created VPC or not. Let's see the VPC. Must be. Without VPC, no resources are added. Yes, this is the VPC. EKS June 24 EKS cluster VPC. This one is default, my earlier one. And this is the, we can see the resource map. Resource map is the best. See the network. One network, two network. This is for route table. Here is one. Here is one. Here is one. Route table, total 4 route tables are here. Public, private, public, private. This is the combination. Everything is good. Now let's see. VPC is done. We should create also the net gateway. Yes, net also created for the private route table, always net created. And subnets, these 4 subnets, 3 subnets actually, 1 2 3 3 subnets are created. Let's expand some. This is public, this is private, this is public. So 2 public and 1 private created. And for 1 private, the net gateway is here. So this is very important. And subnet groups or route table for the public should be only 1. If you have lots of public subnets, no problem, only 1 route table. Okay, this is the elementary things for the AWS. You must have to know that basic things. I like to see the basic things also. Now at this stage, I am now installing the Helm chart from here, the command. All the commands are here. Already I have taken the commands in my node, so life making easier. Installing the Helm chart right now. Then I have to add bitnami chart. Helm repo, add bitnami from this HTTPS location. Okay. Now let's see repo list. Helm repo list. See, I have added this repo, right? This repo I have added. Which repo I had added? Bitnami, then this location URL. So bitnami name and URL is here in the list. Helm is the combination of lots of lists here. So I have to update Helm repo. Helm repo update. It's updating. The big thing is that happy helming. Can you see? It's interesting. Happy helming. It's nice. Let's give something extra pleasure. Now I have to manage the Amazon EBS CSI driver as an Amazon EKS add-ons. I have to visit the documentation for CSI. Documentation is here. This is the managing the Amazon EBS CSI driver as an Amazon EKS add-ons. So this is the documentation I'm taking from here. And yes, it has run. Just press Q, quit. Now I have to creating identity access management OIDC provider. For the OIDC provider, I have to go to the command, open the creating IAM OIDC provider in a new tab. Okay. Create an IAM OIDC provider for the EKS. This is the OIDC providers. All the commands are here. So after creating the add-ons, okay, now I'm OIDC provider I'm creating. Let's see. Here, export cluster name June 24. I have given this one earlier. Then OIDC ID. This is the default. Then just I change the name, query, and it has the. I have to grab OIDC ID. Then cut like this. Okay. Now recheck. Echo $sign OIDC underscore ID. Yes, this is my OIDC ID. So OIDC already I have taken. Now I have to approve. How I can approve? See the eksctl utils associate IAM OIDC provider cluster -f cluster. Then my cluster name June 24 EKS. Then approve. It's approved. Connect provider, yes. Now I have to run the copied command. Okay. So I have to run this one. It's create IAM service account. The new role will be Amazon EKS EBS CSI driver role. For the service account, we need the new role. Which role this account will be working? It's taking a bit time. Yeah, it's showing it's created. Now let's recheck here. Where is IAM? Identity access management. It should be a new role. This role, see, Amazon EKS EBS CSI driver role. Can you remember? Amazon EBS CSI driver role. This is just created here. This is just created. Activity last immediate. So here in the ARN, I need this number. ARN number. This is called, because I have to now create add-on, eksctl add-on. I have to change this number here. So this is the command. So in this command, your ARN in this section, just, oh no, my bad. Control C again. Here I have to copy from here. This was not copied. Yes, this number. Okay, this is copied. So EKS create add-ons. It has created the add-on EBS CSI driver name. You can remember the name EBS CSI driver. This name. This name's ARN number is this one. So it looks everything good. Now I have to say kubectl get ports. After creating the add-on, I have to see the get ports namespace kube system. The kube system, how many ports are here? Core DNS to EBS CSI controller, EBS CSI controller, EBS CSI node, EBS CSI node. So 2 controller, 2 nodes are here added, and AWS node earlier I have created, right? Both are ready and running. It's good. Both are healthy. When everything healthy, it looks good. Now in the CloudFormation, we can see one more stack. Let's see. CloudFormation. See the add-ons. One more stack is here. See, eksctl name is June 24 EKS. Then add-on added. I am service account add-on. Then EBS CSI controller in the CloudFormation. So how many stacks now? Can you see? Total 3 stacks. Earlier was 2. Now 1 more add-ons added. Everything good and healthy. Okay. Now I'm preparing MySQL database. So in my next part, I'll prepare the MySQL database. How to do that? I'll show that one. Okay guys, see you for next part. Thank you.